Have you ever been in a situation where someone asks you to do something and deep down you want to say no, but you say yes instead and then you immediately regret it? We've all been there at some point. Why don't we listen to our intuition in those moments? Why are we so afraid of setting boundaries? Most of the time, our fear of saying no stems from past negative interactions with others. Maybe you set a boundary with someone you love, respect, or admire, and then they guilt-tripped you for it. I know some of us were raised in very strict households where children were expected to be seen and not heard, so maybe you never learned to speak up for yourself. Or maybe it comes from traumas in your adult life. I know for me, I had a boss who was extremely antagonizing towards both me and my colleagues. And after you've been beaten down and manipulated, it can be really hard to see yourself clearly again. Hi, I'm Eleanor, a life coach who wants to help you reach your full potential. And today, I'm gonna make a case for why you need to start saying no and how you'll be better for it. First off, your time is just as valuable as anyone else. It doesn't matter if you're making $5 an hour or $500 an hour. We can always make more money, but we can't get back time. And we don't know how long we have on this earth, so every moment is a gift. Therefore, it's your duty to make sure you use your time wisely, and doing something half-heartedly because you feel obligated, that might be a waste of your time. You know what's also a waste of your time? Resentment. And that's something we all feel when we say yes, but we really mean no. Resentment is defined as bitter indignation at having been treated unfairly. But here's the thing about resentment. Sometimes we resent others, but that energy is actually misplaced. Instead of resenting someone for pressing our boundaries, we need to start making sure we actually enforce our boundaries. Now, saying no, that helps you enforce your boundaries, and most people, they'll respect you for it, even if your boundary isn't in their favor. And those who don't respect you and keep pushing, well, I suggest you rethink that relationship. So far, we've learned that our time is valuable, and saying yes when we mean no breeds resentment. If you found this video helpful so far, please take a moment to like and subscribe to this channel. I make content like this to help others through things I experienced, so spread the word and share with friends. Believe it or not, saying no will help you build confidence. If you feel in your gut that you don't want to do something, well, first you have to check and see, is it fear or is it intuition? Because if it's fear of trying something new, then maybe you need to push yourself. But if it's a feeling of unease, well, that's a sign from inner you that you should heed. And learning to listen to your intuition increases confidence and builds self-trust. When I first started listening to my intuition, decisions became a lot easier because I found that 99% of the time, my intuition was usually right. So now, instead of overthinking, I just go with my gut. Lastly, we all complain about just how busy we are, yet we say yes to things we don't even want to do. This spreads our energy and focus thin. And you need that energy and focus so you can accomplish your purpose, whatever that is. So saying no to things that aren't right for you, well, that makes room for the universe to send you exactly what you need. Here's an example. I got an offer to do consulting work with a company that was going to pay pretty well, but taking the job meant that it would take priority over a very important project I was already working on. And I had to ask myself, how much is my time worth? I ended up not moving forward with that opportunity so I could focus on my project, and quite frankly, I don't regret it. Now, I understand how privileged I am to be in a position to turn down work, so I don't take it for granted, but don't get it twisted. I struggled way longer than I've been successful. But as soon as I found myself in the position to start saying no, I did. And you have no idea how scared I was at first. I mean, it took a lot of faith and courage. But what I found was that every time I said no to something that just didn't feel right, it was only a matter of time before God blessed me with an even greater opportunity. Let's recap. I want you to start saying no because your time is valuable. You'll eliminate unnecessary resentment, build confidence, and make yourself available for the right opportunities. So we went over why you should say no. Next, I want you to check out my video on how to put saying no into practice. If this content helped you, even just a little bit, please share with a friend. Until next time, be well.